The two robots suddenly stop moving. What in the world happened? Song, the female robot, tells Origin what's the meaning of this. We have no choice. Why don't we stop fighting here? So Origin has been prepared for these last seconds after he reclaimed his sword from his decapitated left hand. Origin tells himself they reach it by themselves, the conclusion I had prepared. Despite Origin losing a hand in the beginning of the battle, he still had the advantage after acquiring his sword. And even though it was an unfair fight because Origin was fighting against two powerful human-like robots, Gon, the muscular one, and the female robot that possesses lethal attacks like the ninja. Alright, so this is how Origin explains the situation. I had no chance at victory from the beginning, considering that the goal becomes not to lose. In other words, to make them give up on the fight. If they noticed my lack of energy, they probably would not have given up fighting. For those who do not know, in the previous chapter, Origin was very low on energy, but that was critical information. He did not disclose that information to the two robots. Furthermore, if I had given up fighting before them, they would have understood they had the advantage. That's why I lured them into giving up first. It was necessary for me to create a situation in which my agreeing to that would not be suspect. In order to achieve that, I had to create a situation dangerous for both of us. Yes. This actually brings me back to chapter 3. When Origin decided like to go to his first day on the work, he was hesitant about taking his sword, but then he said to himself, to survive mean to be prepared, and he had his sword. Like, imagine if he was fighting without his sword, he would lose. Despite him being a robot, he can get killed. It's true that he is not a human, but he still can get killed. Also, Origin lured them into the situation by drawing his sword and proving that he is capable of fighting even for at least another like half an hour, another hour. However, in truth, Origin was depleted in energy. He did not show that. That's why it became like obvious for the two robots. If they continue fighting while Origin holding his sword, and after proving how skilled he is, it would be dangerous for both of them. So they did actually redo their calculation. If the humans were to know of our existence, it would be all over for both me and them. That is why I wounded them enough to make it possible to look like a human. I am full of wounds too. I shouted loudly, loud enough for humans in the surrounding buildings to hear. Alright, so despite Origin was focusing in the fight, he did actually give them a human-like injuries. So humans will not suspect that they are robots, and it will be the end of all of them, of the 8 robots, excluding Origin, because Origin is the prototype. And Origin also shouted loudly for the human in the surrounding areas to escape, like to not stick around and find out, because unlike Origin, Son, the female robot, and Gon will not hesitate to kill humans, like we saw in the beginning of the reveal of Gon. He, without a second thought, without hesitation, shredded a human being, thinking that it was the robot that killed their comrade, Da. And it is actually Origin who killed Da in the chapter number 1. Origin thinks that staying here longer would let the humans find us. I directed them to make this decision. Son asks Gon. The female robot asks the huge robot, the muscular one. She told him, do you agree, don't you, to stop fighting? Gon replies, yeah, I do. And then they ask Origin if he agrees to stop fighting. Origin tells them, I agree. And then Son tells Origin this, what a pitiful state you're in. Be careful while you run. Don't let the humans find you. Alright, so the fight is over. The two robots have agreed to stop fighting, and Origin is left with Hirose-san, his co-worker. Now what's gonna happen? We do know that he killed her. He stopped her heart. Let's find out. Alright, so Origin grabs Hirose-san by her clothes and then reaches for the first vending machines he encounters and grabs of what it seems to be a drink similar to Pepsi. Roughly 40 grams of sugar containing in low concentration sugary solution filled with impurities. If I poured this in my fuel batteries, I would definitely malfunction. However, we do know that Origin is very low on energy. Alright guys, he needs a source of energy. It doesn't matter what. Origin spills the drink in his body to be rejuvenated even for a little bit. And then he seems to be resting Hirose-san on his side, and also he has 2 left arms. His left arm and the left arm of the other robot. I wonder why. Origin explains next. I poured the energy drink in my fuel batteries. As expected, it's going to break. It seems that his body is rejecting this energy drink. That's fine, I just need a little time. Origin reaches toward Hirose-san after he killed her, alright? Origin tries to perform the breathing technique when you perform when someone's drowned. Here's what he had to say. 3 minutes have passed since Hirose-san has died. I can still revive her without problems. That is one function I have. Alright, it seems that Origin as a robot possesses a high knowledge of the human body as well, not only the robot body. Then he bites on his index finger and it seems like he injecting her with something while she is out. And then suddenly her heart starts beating. How? We have no idea. It seems in the beginning of the fight when Origin actually killed her, he knew exactly what he was doing. Origin asks himself, I have run a considerable risk to protect this woman. I wonder if this is a part of living properly. And it is the message his father gave him, well, not his father, his creator gave him before passing away and burning the whole factory. I have not yet to reach a conclusion about what living properly is. What could it be? To begin with, I am something not even alive. What's really fascinating about Origin, he thinks exactly like a human. He is more a human than he is a robot. Disregarding his build and how he was constructed, like he has the dogma, the consciousness of a human being. Very similar, let me say. Origins then says this, Father, your final order is completely ridiculous. I doubt that protecting a woman that you met the day before is living properly, but I had to do it. So despite Origin questioning his behavior, like his central dogma is said to act as a human, well, similar to one. The father within me thinks that men are supposed to live like that. However, Origin is not a man. He is a robot. In the end, Origin has successfully managed to protect Hirose-san and to stay alive. Another great chapter by Boichi-sama. Guys, you have no idea what's coming in the upcoming chapters. You have no idea. It's just the story is gonna blow your mind. Thank you so much if you made it this far. I really appreciate your continuous support. If you enjoy my One Punch Man reviews or Origin reviews, you can always subscribe and support my channel. Give this video a like if you enjoyed. I hope you are having a great day or a great afternoon or a great night. Blast Art is out. I will be seeing you in the next video.